Today, I'm going to talk to you about health. When you think about health, what comes to mind? If you speak to a person for advice about health, if it's a nutritionist or a doctor or a fitness specialist, what would they say? Let's say you talk to all these three people. What would you gather? Health, how to be healthy. You eat right and you exercise and you'll be healthy. Now, they are both instances, they are right. Eating right and exercising would make you healthy. But there are people who know this and then they don't exercise and they don't eat right. What's the problem there? It is the first thing that we should think about, and that's called mental health. Mental health is causing you not to exercise and not to eat. And so in any health program, if there's one worth attending, they would only concentrate on this two. And in my Perfect Health program, in our Perfect Health program, we are predominantly discussing health in the mind. Now, what does that mean? I'm sure you would realize that all our sickness, and anyway, I'll just give you an example for you to know what I'm talking about. You know, our children or young adults, when they take exams, and let's say exam is a week away from now, the doctors in our country would be mighty happy because preparation for exam, especially those who don't study early enough, would be going through a lot of stress. And they would be communicating with themselves like, they would probably be saying, without knowing, that, they wish they didn't have to take the exam, or it's going to be tough, what if I fail? And all this negative communication happens. And when this communication happens within the person, there is a part of the person that is paying attention and which will manifest the wish of the person. When someone says, what if I fail? They want something. They don't want to take the exam. What if I can't remember everything that I studied? That means they don't want to take the exam and disappoint themselves. So this kind of communication causes the mind, the larger mind, the unconscious mind, to pay attention and manifest that wish. And which is why, and I know you know what I'm talking about, just before the exam, many kids fall sick. It's got nothing to do with contagious sickness or actual flu or fever. It's because of the stress that they're going through. They fall sick and the doctors are mighty happy. Now, there's more reasons and examples like this. But there is a topic that mainstream doctors don't dwell in. It is called psychosomatic symptoms. What does that mean? Psycho means mind, soma means body. So symptoms are the stress and the stress-related symptoms in the body. And what are they? Could be a headache, could be a backache, could be a neck pain, could be a shoulder pain, could be fever, could be flu, and the worst case, it could be organ failure or cancer. All of these sicknesses, from flu to cancer to death, is caused by what we call psychosomatic symptoms. A mainstream doctor may not agree with this. But if you ask a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a psychotherapist like me, we know that when doctors give up on people, people have always gone to some form of alternate therapy and survived and stuck around for the rest of their life, for many years after they are pronounced almost dead by mainstream doctors. So I have gone into this study and have manifested this perfect health in my life for the last 13 years without a flu or fever. I work very hard. When I say I'm going to be there, I want to be there. And therefore, there is no compromise in my life. I can't have a boss to take over my job or a colleague to take over my job. What separates one program to another sometimes is a flight. So when I say I'm going to be there, I need to be there. And therefore, I can't compromise health. So this is what I've manifested in my life, perfect health. And so now, we are going to have a one-day exposure to perfect health. For those of you who are keen, you may be wondering, what would you be learning? wouldn't you? So let me talk about that. In one day, at the end of the day, you will be convinced that you should invest in a way of thinking, a new way of thinking about your health, which has got little to do with exercise and little to do with nutrition and everything to do with your mind. So you will understand how we as human beings today believe that sicknesses are contagious and how we can change that belief and become healthy. You will also learn how to communicate positively. Some people say, be positive, and when you're positive, you'll be healthy. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, let me give you an example. When you look at a situation, two people may have a different conclusion about the situation. One would think it's okay, and the other would think, how can that be? And they get angry or fearful or something. You see, when you dwell in negative emotions, you know what's going to happen? The negative emotion will become sickness because it affects the molecular structure of the water in your body. You want to know more about that? You have to come into the program. Now, what else? How do you have a routine in your life that when you have an experience, especially a negative experience, to make sure you turn it into something positive? And all our experiences are turned into positive experiences by making positive conclusions with positive emotions. And in so doing, we will enjoy a clean slate of life, okay, with perfect health. Now, you may ask this question. Now, Vas, do I stop taking my medicine from now on? And would I be healthy if I just listen to you? No, which is why you need to come in for the program, because I will get you to step by step understand what it means to transit from a medicine-laden life to one that is perfectly healthy without medication, but just using your mind to be healthy. In this program, on this day, this one day, you will be going through some healing processes by me. And then you will take away these healing processes to take home and continue to heal yourself as if you intend to heal your mother or father, you could also use this process. How many of you would like to see your parents having perfect health so that they don't die a miserable life in hospital, but probably walking for the rest of their life at 4 a.m. in the morning, exercising, and die in their bed because they're just too old, not because they are sick? Do you know that we can die in our beds? Now, I'm not saying that I will for sure die in my bed, but the thing is this. That is why I aspire to do. I've done it for 13 years. Now I'm ready to teach any other human being to be able to enjoy this success, this health, this high level of energy that will keep you safe, keep you healthy for the rest of your life. There's much more to learn. I just don't want to tell you everything. You know why? Because otherwise you won't come. I would like you to seriously think about this. See you on that one day. Perfect Health training in Bangkok.